Hey guys, this is Technology Mafia, and today we are taking a look at my SARB035 mechanical watch. So this is it. This is the SARB or SARB035. This is a JDM domestic mechanical watch made by Seiko. And I picked this up on the used market for about $220. So if you see there's some scratches around this bezel, that is what that is from. And I have it on a light brown NATO strap that was very inexpensive from Amazon, but it's a lot more comfortable. Now the watch originally came with a bracelet, and the bracelet is very nice for a metal bracelet. However, I prefer leather bands, so I decided to ditch the bracelet and go with something like this. Let me show you around the watch first. The very front, you can see that this watch shares very many characteristics with the legendary Grand Seiko. Very simple dial, but it's elegant. You can see the color there. It's a white dial. However, it has this pearlescent color, so it's kind of a cream pearl colored dial. Very unique. It does change color under certain lighting conditions, so I'll try to demonstrate that. The markers are applied. They are nicely done. You can see there. Date window has a nice frame there that matches the rest of the theme. Applied Seiko logo. And at the below that you could see the automatic and the 23 jewel. Some people online are complaining about the font that they used for the automatic. I think it looks great. I have no complaints about that. The case is very nicely done, very nicely polished. You could see here there are quite a few different polishes here. There's a kind of a brushed look here, and then a high polish towards the bottom, high polish around the bezel. And because of that, like I mentioned before, there are some scratches. This watch does scratch. I'm not going to say it scratches easily, but it does scratch around the high polish bezel. If it bothers you, I'm sure you can eventually polish those scratches out as well. The glass is sapphire in the front, and let me take this NATO band off so I can show you the back. And there is the open case back, and I believe the back is sapphire. It might be Duralex. I'll have to double check. Someone can comment below and verify. I know the front is sapphire for sure. So this is an automatic watch, meaning that you see this rotor in the back, winds the watch. It never needs a battery. The power reserve on this Seiko is a whopping 50 hours, 50, which is great. And the cool thing about this movement, this is the 6R15 or 6R15 automatic movement in-house from Seiko. And it is, pull this 1, 2, see that the second hand stopped. It is hackable, so like that, hackable, and also hand windable. So if you just turn it, hopefully you can hear that, but that winds the watch. And what's nice about that is, you know, I've had a lot of automatic watches with the 7S26 movement. The SKX that I reviewed had that same movement. And if you don't wear the watch every day, you end up having to shake it to keep it running. So, and shaking it, you could see, I mean, it moves the rotor, but it's a lot less efficient than just going in and hand winding, because you could probably do 20, 30 turns and have a fully charged watch and ready to go for the next 50 hours in this case. I like that the blades, just the shape of them, the hour and the minute hands, they're very simple, elegant, and the second hand especially is particularly interesting. I think it's well done. It just looks like a needle. You can see the end, nice little shape on the end, the counterbalance. It's a very well done watch. Let me give you a shot of the side. There's a signed crown with the Seiko S right there. just the polishing. Dimensions, this is a 38 millimeter case. Thickness, I believe, is about 14 millimeters. Once this watch came in, I ended up wearing it. I'm going to put this back on the strap. I ended up wearing it for just a couple of days, and that's all it took for me to sell my vintage Seiko Matic weekdater watch. This watch and the weekdater are very similar in the way that they look. However, this one is just a more modern and more reminiscent of the Grand Seiko. I like this dial a little more, and I like that it's just silver, not gold, like the Seiko Matic. So I sold that watch, and I have this one now to replace it as a dress watch in my collection, so it is awesome. The accuracy, I will tell you that the SARB035 movement is head and shoulders way better than the 7S26 movement of any Seiko 5 watch. This one I have timed to be 4 seconds fast every day. 4 seconds is amazing for a mechanical watch, which means I will leave it for a week at a time and not have to worry about adjusting it. And because it's fast, at the end of a week, if I need to slow it down, I just pull it out, wait a couple seconds, make sure it matches up with the atomic clock, and push it back in, and now we're back in sync. So it's an amazingly accurate movement for me in this case. Officially, I think it should be plus 25 seconds, minus 15 or something, but I've read online that a lot of people are seeing that this watch is a lot more accurate than the specs dictate it should be. And let's do a wrist shot. There we go. So there it is. I have very small wrists, and this is a small watch, so it goes well. I think it looks great. Just classic looking, dressy. The lume, forgot to mention the lume. This watch does have lume on the hands and a little bit on each of the hour markers, and I'll insert the lume shot right now, just so you could see what it looks like in the complete darkness. But it is a beautiful watch, very comfortable to wear, not too thick, not too big. I will tell you that when I ordered this, I was expecting it to be bigger. 38 millimeters is not very big, even for my small wrists. I was looking for a small dress watch, not a large one. But even for my small wrists, I was like, wow, that watch is really quite small. So if you do have larger wrists, I would probably suggest that you look at either the SARB035 or one of the Presage series Seikos, which share the same movement. Here it is right next to the Citizen that I reviewed recently. You can see it's a bit smaller than that 40 millimeter case on the Citizen. About the same thickness. Two very different watches, and I enjoy wearing both of these. Alright guys, so that is it for this video review of the Seiko SARB035. I hope you enjoyed the video. Overall, this watch is great. Is it worth $300? I think it is. Just the quality of the finishes, the dial, the detail in the watch. This is the nicest watch that I've owned, and probably the nicest watch that I will ever own, because anything over $300, I personally would probably be too scared to wear out and get dinged, or who knows, get stolen. Thank you for watching, and thank you for all of the support. If you have questions on this watch or any other watches, please feel free to comment below. If you own this watch and enjoy it, help others out, you can post up your experiences with it as well. Stay tuned for future videos. Thanks again, and have a nice day. Bye.